The Chicago Bears fall 24-21 to the Buffalo Bills in Week 3 of the NFL preseason as they fall to 1-2 in this year's preseason. My name's Harrison Graham. Full post-game show, lots to get into, not just on the field, some off-the-field stuff leading into this game to discuss as well. So full post-game reaction, some takeaways now that the preseason is fully in the books. If you're still watching on our watch party stream, Rolly just spammed the link in there a million times. We are going to sign off there and stick to our post-game stream only. 3, 2, 1, we're out. All right, we continue here on our post-game stream. Harrison Graham, Nick Roloff, a.k.a. Rolly here with all of you. Hit that like button if you're excited that the preseason is over because now is when the real stuff starts. Week 1, a couple of weeks away, so lots of stuff to discuss here with all of you. And by the way, we spun our giveaway raffle wheel 4 times for 2 winners, and no one was there to claim. So we'll revisit that. But who are the 4 that won? Did we write them down? You can always go back and look at it. If you're ready for excited that the preseason is over, I should say, type me in the chat. I know I am. Type me in the chat. Ironhead said I texted the number to get on the show. 331-231 Bear. We'll take some calls. So you text us and then we will call you. That's how it's going to go. We'll text you when you're on deck, and if you're ready, we will give you a call. We got Shane, Brandon, Richard, Norman, Passion Fruit, Phoenix, Corbin, Wyatt, Robert, Selby, Bob, Wasim, Milton, Undrafted. What can we get for Gipson? Yes, let's flash that social real quick, Rolly. Trevis Gipson has received permission from the Bears to seek a trade, according to Jeremy Fowler, at 7 sacks a couple of years ago, and could be looking to get back to a 3-4 scheme. Now, here's what's weird. Gipson played well. He had a strip sack. He's firmly on the roster bubble to make this team, so it's like, do you keep him? Does he make the 53? Do you see if you can find a trade partner? It's very interesting. I'm not sure where this goes from here. We're going to talk a lot about this in our postgame show, but I've seen more from him, to be honest, than both Dominique Robinson and Rasheem Green during the preseason. Like, he's played better than both of them. So if you're Ryan Poles, sure, take some calls. If teams are interested, you entertain that. But if it's like cut or keep them, I'm probably keeping them. Like, if a trade's not out there, I'm keeping them on the 53, I think. That's what's so fascinating about this situation. Very interesting situation. If you love the Bears, like this video. We're going to get a few post-game graphics together for you guys, and then Rolly and I will take you through our post-game reaction. Obviously, tweak that. It's not winners and losers anymore, so you don't need to use that L3. So hit that like button. How about this? Every 100 likes during post-game, we'll take a shot. We're at 43 likes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. There's Corbin with the super chat. Post-game specials. 100 likes is a shot. $10 super chats are shots as well. $50 beer bongs. That's the post-game menu. $10 shots, $50 beer bongs, 100 likes equals a shot as well. We'll get to Corbin's $2 in a minute. Hit that like button. We're 28 likes away from 100. 28 likes away from 100. I feel like I'm at a bar. Hey, we're trying to bring you that tailgate vibe. We have a couple of drinks. We talk ball. We have some fun. Less than 20 likes away from 100. Shout out Corbin. Comil says at least he increases value for the next team. True, like, if I was a team, I would trade a day 3 pick for Gipson. He's flashed a lot of talent in this league. I do think you could get something for him if you're Ryan Poles. Now, the question is, what is that? Is it a sixth? Is it a seventh? Is it a fifth? If it's a fifth, you might just trade him and take the pick. Final year of his rookie deal. Corbin saying someone will pay him based on preseason performance. Yeah, I mean, he's played pretty well. We've seen him play well in this league at times as well. So we'll see where it goes from here. Don't trade Gipson. Value of Trevis. Fifth or sixth? Like, if it's a seventh, I'd rather just keep him. Like, if it's a fifth or sixth, I would think about it. Fifth, I would probably trade him. That's kind of where I'm at. Okay, yeah. Let's flash the wheel here, Rolly, and here's what's happened so far. So, we have 2 beer bowls. Do we have the 4 names of the ones we spin it for?
So who has won so far? Ricky Rocksteady.
He did not show up to claim his prize.
We
can go back and look, but 4 people we spun and did not claim, so...
God, my memory's horrific.
It's bad.
Holy shit, it happened.
Paul Dow was one of them.
Paul Dow. Good call.
That's 2.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't remember the other 2, to be honest.
Oh, my Lord.
The point is they didn't show up, so let's spin again.
All right,
you snooze, you lose. It was $5, so it's not like this is an MVP item. So
all right,
here we go.
Let's just pray that some people are.
Hopefully, some people are still in here.
Oh Jesus!
I don't remember seeing a Corey.
I haven't seen Corey.
Corey, are you in the chat?
Corey!
Is Corey in the chat?
Corey!
This is a tough go. I don't see a Corey. I do not see a Corey.
So this is for the second one.
Where's Corey at?
Corey!
Oh, is Tedros the second one? Or why are we on Tedros now? Or did Corey disappear?
I removed Corey.
Oh, okay.
Corey!
Well, Corey's not ready, so we're spinning it again.
We still don't have our first winner.
This is unreal.
This is
tough to watch.
Oh, my God. I haven't seen Micah.
Micah Crowder. I haven't seen him in 2 hours.
Oh, brother.
Why would you enter a raffle and then just disappear?
I agree.
I don't get that.
Micah!
Tedros. We didn't spin it, though, Tedros. I know. It's a tough scene. I don't see Micah. Tedros, we didn't actually spin it. That was just after we took Corey out of it.
Micah!
This is the hardest. Spin again, Rolly. And then we got to get to some ball talk here.
We haven't won one yet.
I know.
Tito's here.
Tito.
I've seen Tito.
Tito's in the chat. So
Tito's here.
There's one. Where you at, Tito?
I've seen fucking Tito.
Where's Tito at? Sounds like a technical.
Tito, there you are.
All right,
there's
Tito,
one.
DM me at HGramNFL, Twitter, Instagram, doesn't matter.
Tito, also, which one do you want? Do you want the Harrison?
The Harrison Bowl or the Rolly Bowl? You pick. No hard feelings here.
That's a
unless it's not me.
Unless it's not me, there will be hard feelings.
All right, so there's one. Let's spin it again, and then hopefully it's like Corbin because I feel like he deserves it.
I want Corbin to win so bad.
DeVell, he was there for a while, but it's been a while.
Is DeVell still here? Tito chooses Harrison. Shocker. Tito, I thought we were closer than that, but I guess not. Javon,
right.
We're going to get the ball talk in a second. We just have some housekeeping things to take care of.
All right, well, we've got one of them. Let's talk ball for a little bit, then we can come back for the other one and figure it out. Do we have the scoreboard with the stats here?
Oh, I got to move them over.
If DeVell's in there, we'll get in there. If you're ready for week 1, type FGB. Bears, Packers, week 1. Oh, give the other to Sealand. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You want to just do Sealand for the other one? Who's in for Sealand getting the other one? Although Corbin, I feel for Corbin. He had a strong day. Corbin says FGB, Wyatt, J-Nev, Shane, Robert, Burke. We got Big Mike. Sealand. A lot of Sealands coming in. Bourne, the Gabe, Anthony, Wasim. We're going to put a wrap on the preseason here in a few moments. Corbin says, if not me, Sealand. See, I feel like Sealand would just say, give it to Corbin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Corbin says Sealand deserves it. Here's what we're going to do. Corbin, I want you to DM me on Twitter or Instagram at HGramNFL. I talk to Sealand all the time. I'll message him. I'll say, hey, the chat wanted you to get the other Bear Bowl, but if you don't want it, we'll give it to Corbin. Does that feel like a fair deal for everyone? Sealand says I'm good. So we good with Corbin getting it? He was kind of a baller today. We good with Corbin getting it? Type Y for yes, type in for no. We cool with Corbin getting it? He says he'll message on Instagram. Sealand says Corbin. I think if Sealand says Corbin, I mean, what are we going to argue here?
Sealand gets what Sealand gets.
Yeah, so. All right, here we go. Post-game reaction, 5 takeaways from this one, and just some other thoughts too. Trevis Gipson buzz out there. Lots to discuss as the Bills beat the Bears 24-21. Get the FGBs in the chat. Let's go. The NFL preseason is over for the Chicago Bears as they fall 24-21 to the Buffalo Bills in preseason week 3. My name is Harrison Graham. We're going to put a wrap on the preseason, plus have 5 takeaways, some from this game and just some other news and rumors circulating around this team right now. Some quick stats from this one as you look through the box score. Kyle Allen, 18-34 for a $162 through a touchdown and a pick. Darrington Evans, former Bear, had a strong game, had a strong touchdown run too, 65 yards and a score on 9 carries. Quentin Morris, 29 yards and a touchdown. P.J. Walker got in late. It was okay, 6 of 11, 71 yards and a touchdown with no interceptions. Tyson Bagent ran in another touchdown. Should have had a touchdown pass, but that fraud Stephen Carlson dropped it. But Carlson, ironically, did lead the team in receiving with 3 catches for 41 yards. The preseason is mercifully over. Who is ready for week 1 against the Packers? Spam FGB in the chat if you're ready for week 1. FGB. 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 Get the FGBs going if you're ready for week 1. Let's get to some takeaways from week 3. And before the game even started, or right after it started, I think it was during our pregame show, Jeremy Fowler reported that Trevis Gipson is seeking a trade. Here's what Fowler of ESPN had to say. Gipson has received permission from the Bears to seek a trade per sources. He, of course, had 7 sacks in 2021, and this was an interesting nugget from Fowler. Could be looking to get back to a 3-4 scheme. So a lot to consider here. So when this came in right around kickoff shortly after, my initial thought is, oh, okay, well, Gipson's not going to play today, right? Wrong! Gipson did play today, and a lot of the talk that I've been making is you've got kind of 4 players jockeying for 3 spots because Yannick Ngakoue and DeMarcus Walker are locks to make this football team. We know that. And by the way, Ngakoue actually got some run today. That was good to see. And then the last 3 spots, if you do carry 5 edges, which I think you will, come down to these 4 guys. Dominique Robinson, Terrell Lewis, Trevis Gipson, and Rasheem Green. Who's the odd man out? I honestly thought it would be down to Gipson or Green, but Gipson played today, had a strip sack, and now I'm sitting there thinking, like, you might want to keep this guy. He's shown more than Rasheem Green. He's shown more than Dominique Robinson. Now, if you're Ryan Poles and you can get a 5th-round pick for a guy who's expiring on his rookie contract, I get the appeal to that, but if you're going off who performed better in the preseason, Gipson was your 4th best edge rusher if you're taking Ngakoue and Walker out of it. Lewis has been your 3rd best guy after that, but Gipson's been next. It's an interesting situation. Let us know in the comments, would you trade Trevis Gipson? Type Y for yes, or you can type in for no. Okay, Justin Fields, bit shaky. Not to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm freaking out. He's not the guy. It's preseason. I think we all overreact to the preseason anyway. But missed his first 3 throws, started 0 for 3, 2 3-and-outs to start the game. But next drive was good. Hit DJ Moore over the middle. And DJ Moore, just the Yak King, spun out of a tackle, picked up 40 yards, had a nice little screen toss to Deontay Foreman for a first down. And on that screenplay, Fields got cracked, and the Bears had enough. They took him out of the game, even though it was 1st and goal at the 10. They were like, we're done. That hit is too much. We're not going to mess with it, which, to be frank, I'm fine with. Like, just the fact that the offense got going on that drive was all I needed to see there. But it was shaky. It wasn't great. Now, am I going to sit here and say that 6 throws are going to make or break how I feel about Justin Fields going into the season? No, but there was a couple of back shoulder attempts that he left a little too far inside. There was some crosswind, but that's playing in Chicago, man. It's going to be windy. You got to be able to adjust to that stuff. So, I'd give it a C- type of performance for Justin Fields. Not a ton of reps in the preseason, so we'll see how it goes headed into week 1. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 70,000 subscribers here on Bears Now. If you want daily news, 53-man roster approaching quickly. We'll have a video for roster projection tomorrow. Rumors, watch parties, post-game shows all season long. Multiple videos per day here on Bears Now. Be sure to subscribe. It's 100% free. We've got you covered. Takeaway number 3, Tyson Bagent's a lock to make the roster. The fact that he was the quarterback that checked in for Justin Fields spoke volumes to me, and he played like 2 quarters. I think he's on the 53-man roster. Bagent went 7 of 14, 43 yards and a pick. The raw numbers don't look great, but the pick never happens if Steven Carlson doesn't drop the football the play before. Bagent threw a dot to the end zone on a seam pass for what should have been about a 25-yard touchdown, and Carlson just dropped the football. Now, what also looked good from Bagent for the second week in a row is his mobility. Rushed for another score this week, 4 carries, 23 yards, and a rushing touchdown. He looks comfortable. He only didn't feel the pressure once when he got sacked. Every time else, he seems to have that clock, and he can get out of there and make some plays happen with his legs, and ran in another score today. Had that touchdown been caught, the interception never happens, and the stat line passing-wise looks much better. Bagent's on the roster. I know Walker's been listed as the QB2, but Bagent's the QB2 in my opinion. The only question is, do you keep 3? Do you put P.J. Walker on your 53-man roster? That is the question you've got to answer if you are Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus. We'll see what they do. To me, Bagent has shown more than enough to make this team this year. Before we get to our next takeaway, appreciate Rocket Money for sponsoring our post-game show here. And listen, you want to save money, right? Cut back on spending, have more money in your pockets. Well, Rocket Money is the app to download. RocketMoney.com/BearsNow. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. With Rocket Money, you can easily cancel those subscriptions you no longer want, as they're all listed together on one screen. Click the cancel button. They'll take care of it. No more long hold times or annoying emails with customer service. Rocket Money does all the work for you. They can even negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. With over 3 million users and counting, Rocket Money customers have saved an average of $720 per year. Think about that. $720 per year. It's Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/BearsNow. Stop wasting money. Start saving and setting those budgets and benchmarks that you want to reach. rocketmoney.com/BearsNow. Link is in the comments and in the description of this video. Noah Sewell injury. Now, as we're filming this, we don't have a ton of information. I will double-check Twitter real quick and just make sure nothing new has come in. But he was slow to get up. He walked to a cart and then got carted off, so it wasn't one of the, he was down for a while and then they had to put him on a stretcher. Like, Gabriel Huey, the UDFA rookie offensive lineman, that was a straight-up carted off the field where they got him to his feet, but the cart was on the field and they took him off. Sewell seemed to get up under his own power. Then they put him on a cart and took him to the locker room. We'll see how severe that is. I'm not seeing an update yet on Twitter as we film this, but obviously he's looked pretty good in the preseason and in training camp. He's obviously a lock to make this football team. He's kind of battling with Jack Sanborn for that third linebacker spot, but hopefully his situation isn't too severe. Huey's probably going to be an IR stash now because that looked pretty nasty. So I would guess that Bears put the UDFA rookie on IR. That way they can stash him in that regard. So we'll keep tabs on Sewell. If anything new comes through, we will keep you guys informed. Okay, Ryan Poles calls out fake news. He hopped on a radio with Jeff Joniak on the Bears radio network during preseason. You guys saw the photo of Jonathan Taylor there. He was asked about the Jonathan Taylor and Chris Jones rumors. He said both are false. The Bears have not made offers for those two players. He said they're not interested. Now, he could be playing chess. Who knows? I don't think trading for Jonathan Taylor makes a ton of sense. Chris Jones, I could almost see because he's an elite 3 tech, which would be huge for this defense, and Poles was in that Chiefs front office. But Jones is 29. You're going to have to trade big capital to get him. Then you're going to have to pay him like $28, $29 million per year to keep him on a long-term deal. So I kind of buy what Poles is selling there. He called that out as fake news. So we'll see. We'll continue to monitor if Chris Jones and Jonathan Taylor is on the Bears' radar, but I would be surprised at this point if either of those guys became a Bear, especially Jonathan Taylor. That would actually shock me at the end of the day. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is the time of year to subscribe and have those notifications turned on because guys are going to start getting cut. The Bears have 86 players. They got to get down to 53 before Tuesday. If they trade Trevis Gipson, we're going to have you covered on that as well. So turn on the notifications, click the bell after you subscribe, and don't miss out on anything as the NFL preseason has come to a close. All right, who's ready for week 1? Get those FGBs in the chat. Let's go. Who's ready for week 1? FGB. FGB. Let's go. Richard says FGB. Robert, Joseph, Ironhead, Anthony, Joseph, Eric says FGB. Text to get on the show, and when you text to say, hey, it's Billy, whatever, and when you are up next, we will text you to see if you're ready. And if you respond, you'll be up next and we'll give you a call. 331-231-BEAR. 331, what's the digits? There you go. If you want to pin a comment here in the chat, text to get on the show, 331-231-2327. Don't call us. Let us call you. It just really bogs down the phone line if you call. So text us. We will call you to get on the show, and we'll take some calls for 20, 30 minutes, however long. If you want a super chat, $10, we're taking shots. $50, we'll do a beer bong. And at the end of this stream, Rolly and I are going to take down these Bears bowls, and we figured out who we're giving those out to. So 331-231-2327. That is the phone number to call and or to text. We'll call. To text, we will give you guys a call back. All right, I think Rolly, during a lot of this, you can just have scoreboard left, and if you want to rotate, if people are asking about a specific player, if we have a depth chart or stat or something cool, but otherwise we are good to go. Okay, we will text the first person here momentarily, and we will see who we're going to get on the show. Oh, Corbin with the $10 super chat, so that's a shot.
Flash that. So we're getting some people in here. Oh, Jesus, this hasn't been charging the entire time? 1 second.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's kind of electric. Shout out Corbin. I just took a shot for you, buddy. Just took a shot for you. Preseason is indeed over. Samac says make or break here for Justin Fields. I mean, in most regards, yes. There's variables that can come into play, but I would say for the most part, that is the case. Shout out Corbin. Hit me up on IG, Corbin. We'll get you back.
So, we'll
get this started. We'll give it a whirl. Who are you texting first?
I'm going to text Ironhead.
Ironhead, you ready to go?
I have seen him in the chat the entire day almost.
Yeah, if he's disappeared, then.
So I just texted you, Ironhead. Are you ready?
You're ready. We'll give you a call.
If you are, if you give me the thumbs up or text back yes, which he did, we are going to give you a call.
Here we go. Ironhead. 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 All right.
Can you hear that, Harrison?
I can hear it.
All right.
Does it come through? That's kind of cool if it does.
What's going on with you guys?
Yo, Ironhead, what's up, man?
All right, what we talking about?
You tell me. I mean, what are your takeaways now that the preseason is over? You want to talk about roster bubble guys, Justin Fields, the Trevis Gipson
you know what
situation?
I want to talk about the first drive.
Let's hear it.
Because it was not looking good. Not gonna lie.
It was not 2 3-and-outs to start the game.
So I don't know if it was just me or Justin Fields was looking like real unmotivated.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember last season. In the preseason, he was going hard, like if he had his friggin' spot on the line. And this time around, it's not looking like he's looking like he has Jay Cutler motivation out there.
I won't go as far as Cutler, who looked like he would rather be anywhere else sometimes, but I hear what you're saying. Like, he's established as the starter, at least for this year, right? So, like, there may not have to be during the preseason as much as, like, that go-get-him attitude. But, yeah, I mean, look, it wasn't a great day for him. I thought on that third drive he had a couple of nice completions, the more throw over the middle. I think DJ Moore is really going to help him out. But, yeah, I mean, I'll say what I've said all along. Whether he looked like the best player in the NFL during the preseason or the worst, it's kind of irrelevant. It's going to come down to how he plays in those 17 regular season games starting against the Packers in 2 weeks. If he plays well in 2 weeks, is anybody going to care that he was a little shaky in a preseason game? I'm not.
Yeah, so one thing I was looking at was I was kind of like comparing him to Josh Allen a little bit. Right?
Okay.
So I was seeing how Josh Allen was going through his progression. We boosted the O-line this year for a reason, right? So it seems like he's still throwing. He's going through his progressions as if he has pressure on him.
Well, you have to remember, Ironhead, 3 starters were out today. Teven Jenkins didn't play, Darnell Wright didn't play, Nate Davis didn't play. So you had Doug Kramer at center. They slid Whitehair to left guard because he's been dealing with the hand issue. Tyree Carter played right guard, and Larry Borum played right tackle. So, you know,
I was looking at Cody Whitehair. He still looks like he has it. I'm not gonna lie. But there wasn't like any pressure on him throughout the first, second drive.
But the O-line held up fine.
And he was still only making like one read and just throwing.
Yeah.
I was like,
go ahead.
Like that throw to Kmet. You remember that one?
Yeah.
I think it was the first drive. He's double covered. Justin Fields is not under pressure.
Yeah.
And he still makes that throw. And I'm looking at him like,
yeah.
I don't know if he makes
that. It's a good point. I thought he actually threw it to a good location where only Kmet could catch it, but
it was a great throw.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, it's 6 throws, right? It's hard to get a major evaluation out of it, but yeah, I mean, look, like there's gonna be some jitters from us heading into week 1, just to see how it goes, right? Because I don't think we can sit here and say, like, I think he had a good camp. I think he did some good things, but I don't think the reporting out of camp was like, oh my God, like he's gonna be an MVP candidate this year. Like, we're gonna have to see how it looks starting week 1. I mean, I'm still positive about the situation. I think the new pieces are gonna help, no doubt about it. But for me to sit here and say with 100% confidence that he's ready to take an unreal leap, I'd be projecting a bit. I think he'll take a leap just due to the nature of being in the system for a year and having better players around him. But can he take that he's for sure the guy leap? We'll find out. I
feel like it's a Bears thing with the quarterback where, you know, there's a lot of other quarterbacks that, you know, they started off shaky and then they took that leap. I feel like with the Bears, we usually give quarterbacks a little more time than they need. I'm not saying Justin Fields is not the guy. I'm a huge Justin Fields guy.
Yeah.
I'm on the boat completely. But, you know, I don't want it to be a Mitch Trubisky. It's not going to be a Mitch Trubisky situation. I'm not even going to accept that. But I don't want it to turn out like that where I have full faith in somebody and then
I think what you're getting at and where a lot of fans are is like, you want to know either way after this year. That's at least where I'm at. Like, you don't want to be in this like in-between phase where it's like, okay, he's this electric runner and he can flash signs of greatness, but the consistency just isn't there. Like, you'd rather know that he's not the guy after this year, right? Because then you can just move on. You can try to trade him, whatever, and draft a quarterback, whatever you need to do. Because I think the roster construction's heading in the right direction. But what you don't want is like slight improvement, but not enough to be completely convinced. That would be the worst outcome, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly where my mind is at right now.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take up too much time on the show. I want other people to go and stuff.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
I want to say one thing before I leave, though.
All right, let's hear it.
I've been watching since 2018. I remember, the Bears were electric in 2018.
Yep.
That's when I started watching. Big fan of the show. And, yeah, good luck to you guys, man.
Appreciate that. Shout out to Iron for hopping on here.
You.
A legend. So who do we got next?
All right.
Did you text someone next?
Yes, sir. We got Tito.
Tito.
Up next. Tito, call coming your way.
Let's go, Tito. Kind of digging these little sound effects. I feel like I'm in the what's the thing we play in the chat all the time? The WWE. Da 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 da. Yeah.
Hello.
Tito, what's up?
What's up, brothers? Hey, man, just want to say thank you guys. Love what you're doing. Love hearing you guys every Tuesday, Thursday, whenever you're on. Love that stuff.
Monday and Thursday now, Tito. But yeah.
Oh, well, I'll definitely be tuning in more and more.
We got you, bro.
So, yeah, I just want to talk to you guys. Hey, man, look, I'm honestly thinking to myself, Terrell Lewis, I know I've said it 100 times. You got to start the guy, man. That guy's get off, that guy's bend is unbelievable.
Did he play? Did he play a lot today? Did you notice? I should have kept a closer eye on him.
He did play a lot. He did play a good amount, and when I saw him in, man, he was getting to the quarterback. He was right there.
Yeah.
Didn't get that strip sack we wanted or the sack we wanted, but he was putting pressure on it. So I stand by my statement, man. If that guy gets in, I promise you, if he starts over Walker, he's getting 10 plus sacks, 100%.
Well, and they're definitely going to do those situations like on third downs where they'll kick Walker inside to play 3-tech where he got a lot of his sack production last year, and then bring in Lewis as that extra rusher. So I think you're going to see Flus and Allen Williams kind of mix and match those fronts throughout the season.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited for that. Another thing too, on offense now, I'm not too worried about it. Preseason, everyone's getting the funk out a little bit. Justin Fields, he wasn't looking too hot today. Is what it is. I guarantee when the season starts, he's going to turn it on. But as our QB2, 100% Tyson Bagent, man. I've been saying it for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Watching him in the game, him scrambling to the sides where the field was open, him being aware, him knowing the receivers are open. Even you saying that pick wouldn't have happened if that tight end would have caught that ball. No questions about it. And I can't honestly sit here, be like, oh yeah, PJ's the better option. I mean, PJ's a decent quarterback. He's not trash, but he's not good.
Yeah.
But now we got ourselves a developmental quarterback. You sit him behind Justin Fields in a couple of years. If Eberflus and Poles say, hey, Fields is not the guy, you get that guy, sitting behind and watching what's going on, how to read defenses, what to do, what not to do. I promise you he'll be a good quarterback.
Yeah, and look, you just never know what's going to happen, right? I mean, the Brock Purdy situation pops up last year. I don't think the Niners anticipated him being their franchise quarterback. So,
yep.
It's interesting. I think Bagent's definitely on the team. The only question is, do they carry 3 and keep P.J. Walker? So we'll find out by Tuesday as Poles and Flus and the rest of the gang start to trim down this roster. Appreciate the call, my man, and we'll see you soon. All right?
Yes, sir. You guys have a good one, man. Bear down, baby.
Bear down, baby. See
I
you.
appreciate you, Tito.
See you, Tito.
Later.
We'll get the next caller. What do we got, Rolly?
Next on the line, our main man, Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt.
Wyatt's been asking, so I had to get him involved.
Let's hear from the man himself, Wyatt.
Hello?
Wyatt, what's up?
I just heard, do we have any injury updates?
Any injury updates? So Noah Sewell left the game. Gabriel Huey left the game as well. I think he's done. Huey, that looked like a bad situation. I have not seen a Sewell update. Let me just see on the Twitter bot if there's anything new. Okay, wait a second here. I think I got a comment from Eberflus said he's not sure if Sewell has long-term injury or not. Said he talked to him after the game and said he's, quote, fine. So Flus very vague there. So no real updates there. So we'll see what that looks like going forward. Anything else, Wyatt?
Yeah, well, have you seen Darnell White or something?
Darnell Wright. Well, he didn't play today. They held him out. He was walking around the sideline, though. I don't think that's a long-term situation. So I think he'll be fine. Appreciate it, Wyatt. Yeah. Marshall walked in here. You want me to say F Marshall quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Wyatt says F Marsh. All right, Wyatt. Appreciate you calling in, man.
All right. Appreciate you, Wyatt. Have a good one, man.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, there he goes. Bills 24, Bears 21.
You want to get another one in here?
Yeah, we can sneak a couple more in if we got a few more.
Chris Ayers on the call. And before we move on to Chris, I want you guys to, when you text to get on the show, don't just say, hi, can we get on the show? Let me know who you are so we can introduce you and know who we're going to be talking to. Okay, guys?
Yep.
So I've only been selecting people who let me know who it is.
Yeah.
So
text your name when you text, and the number's pinned in the live chat, 331-231-2327.
Yep. All right, here's Chris.
Chris Ayers. Let's go.
What's up, Bears Now?
Yo, Chris Ayers. What's going on, man?
Oh, man, I've been a fan since Chat Sports and since the channel launched. I want to touch on base some of the same things that the last caller was talking about as far as our offensive line injuries heading into week 1. Are we going to have all of our guys going, or are we going to have some dudes having to be backed up?
I wish I had a clear answer for you because Flus is so vague on injuries. I will say out of about the 15 guys who are out right now, 10 or more will be back because they have consistently said that most of those aren't considered serious. Teven Jenkins will not play week 1. I'm pretty confident in that. But I think Darnell Wright will. I think Nate Davis will. I think Claypool will be back. Hopefully Brisker's back. He's kind of the one to watch for me because he's been out for a while. So, yeah, I mean, Eddie Jackson should be good to go. So hopefully we'll know more after roster cutdown. Next Wednesday, Thursday at practice, we'll see who's out there. But hopefully we get a clearer answer.
What do you think we can get for a draft pick for Gipson? I think we should keep him, but if he wants to go, what can we get for him?
I can't imagine it's higher than a 5th. I think you're probably looking at like a 6th-round pick, which if you're just joining us, Trevis Gipson has received permission to seek a trade from the Bears, but I think you would agree he's played well in the preseason. So
I want him to make the 53.
Yeah, like at this point, like if for example, let's say this trade report never comes in. Like to me, he's making my 53. Like I'm keeping him over Rasheem Green. That's kind of where I'm at. So I don't know what's going to happen. Now, if Poles gets a 5th-round pick offer, that's pretty appealing for a guy who's on a expiring contract. But if it's like a 6th or a 7th, I don't think I'm doing that. I don't think. Maybe a 6th I would take, but I don't know. Gipson has flashed. We've seen him have success in the past, so it's interesting. It's I think the next day or two will be interesting to see if he gets moved or not.
Hey, man, Harrison, you've been killing it at Bears Now. Thank you for everything everybody on the team does. Until next time, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you for tuning in.
All right, appreciate you, man. Have a good one.
There he goes. Let's do 2 more, Rolly.
2 more?
Two more.
We have Phil here coming up next.
All right, let's go to Phil. By the way, for you college football fans, Notre Dame 35, Navy 0.
How much time left?
14 minutes. Did you gamble on that?
No, but the under might hit.
Harrison.
Hey, Phil. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Doing good.
Hey, thank you so much for taking my call, man. I love your show. I love everything you guys are doing.
I appreciate
Bears,
that.
man.
We appreciate you calling
Awesome. Yeah, it's my pleasure, man. Hey, I'm I am concerned with the offensive line and the defensive line going into this year, man. I just want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, I think the Bears have done a decent job of beefing up those positions, but obviously when you have 3 starters out today, that's not an ideal scenario when Darnell Wright doesn't go. The Nate Davis stuff has been puzzling, and, you know, Lucas Patrick couldn't play, so you were down to your 3rd center. Teven Jenkins is out, so that's not great. I think when this O-line's fully healthy, you actually have a decent group with Braxton Jones at left tackle, Teven Jenkins at left guard, Whitehair at center, Nate Davis at right guard, and Darnell Wright at right tackle. We just haven't seen much of all 5 of those guys healthy at the same time. I think picking up a guy off waivers to help with the offensive line is probably something I would expect to see. As far as the D-line goes, I've actually been somewhat positive about that group. I think the rookie defensive tackles have flashed in these preseason games, and there's been some decent production from the edges. Terrell Lewis has had a good preseason. Trevis Gipson, we'll see what happens with him. I thought he's popped a couple of times. So I don't think this D-line is going to light the world on fire. But once Ngakoue is fully ramped up, Walker is fully healthy, I think the potential for the front to at least be decent is there. But, yeah, I mean, those were the 2, like, biggest positional problems last year was in the trenches. So
I know exactly what you're talking about. But I was concerned with the Bills' first offensive drive. They just throw it down the field, and theirs looks silly. I'm just being honest.
I hear you. Half glass full on that. The Bears got them to 3rd down 3 times, but you got to finish, right? You got to get off the field. 3rd and 8, Josh Allen gets flushed from the pocket from a chasing Dominique Robinson. Throws across his body, right? I mean, that's one of those. It's like that's not bad defense. It's just he makes an unreal play. But Kyler Gordon diving attempt on a slant just misses it. So, you know, that can be the difference, though, to your point. Like, you got to make those plays. So, yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. So, I think the defense will be better, but the front, depending on how the front 4 plays, will determine how much better this group can get. Because if they're not getting consistent penetration against the run or the pass, the back 7 is going to only be able to do so much.
I agree, Harrison. I can't thank you enough. All right, Phil. Thank you so much, bro, for taking my call.
Appreciate you, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
All right.
There he goes.
All right, we're going to do 2 more.
2 more, okay.
We got Ethan Hankey coming up next, and then my guy Robert
Brushabear.
I forgot how to say that.
2 more. We'll take them both.
Those are the last 2.
All right.
Ethan, you're coming up right now. I do like the sound.
The sound effects, I'm kind of all in. If we can get a caller cue graphic, that would be sweet.
Hearing the call is very cool.
It's a nice touch.
Very nice. It feels like we're on radio.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Ethan. Got to answer. Oh, boy.
This could be...
This might be a Joey Coldcut's scold wedge right here. Oh, should we leave him? Dude, let's leave him a message.
8, 4, 7.
Oh my God. Okay, let's leave him a message.
You in?
4, 6, 7 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Am I speaking to Ethan? Is this his voicemail? You have won the opportunity to call into the Chicago Bears Now postgame show. Ethan, it's Harrison Graham. Let's go. You want to call back? Text us if you want to get on the show. We're taking 1 more call, so you got a couple of minutes. Bear down. Thought about really toying with the guy.
Like, you won a brand new car.
Yeah.
Instead, we are going to win a trip to Robert's phone call.
Yeah, let's go to Robert Brushabear.
I do love that. I love it every time. I'm addicted to the phone call ring.
Hello.
Robert, what's up, my man?
Hey, what's up, Harrison? How you doing?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Good. I want to shout out to Rolly, too, as well.
Yeah, Rolly's here. He hears you.
Robert, you're my guy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, listen, I just want to talk about the game a little bit. You know, like you said, you know, I agree with you. I'm not concerned really about the offensive line. I'm sure everybody will be ready to go by week 1. You know, in a small sample size, you can't really judge Justin Fields in 3 preseason games because none of the starters really play a whole quarter or even a half a quarter, you know, so you can't really
we already know what the offense is capable of and what they're going to do during the season. You know, that's about that, you know.
Yeah.
And as far as the defense goes, I don't think they should get rid of Trevis Gipson.
Yeah.
Because that man needs to make the 53-man roster. I don't know how legit these trade rumors are. Like ESPN said it came from sources. So, I mean, I don't know if the Bears have actually, you know, like came out and, you know, like said, hey, we allowed him to, you know, seek a trade. I don't know if they confirmed that, but if they didn't confirm that, then these are just rumors.
The only thing I'll say about that, Robert, is Fowler's pretty tapped in. If he's saying that the Bears have allowed Gipson to seek a trade, then I think some sort of a conversation has happened. Now,
I mean, yeah, I know,
sure,
I know Fowler's legit. I've followed him before. Yeah,
he should have. Sure, guys get bad information. I get that. I will say this: the one curveball about it is that Gipson still played today. So
yeah, that's the thing. If he was seeking a trade, usually when they say guys are seeking a trade or we allowed him to seek a trade, they don't put him in the game.
Yeah.
They don't put him in the game. They don't allow him to play. They let him go about their business, talk to their agents, and, you know, get the ball moving.
I will say this. In this case, though, did playing him raise his value because he had a strip
That's
sack?
the thing, yeah. I believe it did. I believe playing him did raise his value because he had a strip sack today, and plus, you know, against the Colts, he played well. So, I mean, 2 out of 3 preseason games, he proved himself. You know, whether he's going to be on the 53-man or not, or if he's going to get traded, I think he upped his value in the trade market.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, the question
like
is what are you willing to take if you're the Bears? Like, if you get a 6th, would you take
I
it?
agree with your proposal. Anything lower than a 5th, I'd keep him. 6th or 7th, I'd keep him.
Yeah.
I'd put him on the 53-man.
6th is right on the border for me. I would consider a 6th,
Right.
but if it's a 5th or better, I definitely take that. If it's a 6th, I think about it. If it's a 7th, I keep him.
Yeah, the most I take is a 5th. I wouldn't go. I mean, I would take a 6th, maybe, but as far as 6th and 7th goes, I would just keep him for that because his value on the team is worth more than a 6th or 7th round pick.
I mean, as a rotation pass rusher, he's capable. The problem last year is they asked him to be an every down player, and he's just not that guy.
Right, but as a rotational piece, he's better than a Rasheem Green and a Dominic Robinson.
He might be. He has been in the preseason.
You know, and we haven't seen much out of those two during the preseason, so we don't really know. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Robinson had a nice pressure today off Allen, and then Allen made that crazy throw, but. Otherwise, he's been pretty quiet overall, though.
But like I said, I'm not really concerned about, you know, the offense, and I'm very happy about our depth on the D line. You know, so I'm good with everything, and I know that Justin Fields is going to turn it on once he hits the field week 1 against Green Bay. You know, Justin's going to turn it on, and the starters are going to be healthy and ready to go, and we're going to have Bears football again. So
we'll see. That's the hope. Robert, we appreciate you, my man.
Shout out to you,
Yeah, no
Robert.
problem.
There he goes,
Yeah.
Robert.
All right, thank you.
A legend. Ethan in the chat said it didn't come through. You want to try him one more
All
time?
right, so we're going to try Ethan one more time. If he doesn't respond, I have a good backup option. But if he does respond, I think we still got to go to my last final option, no debate.
Okay.
That will be the final one. So we might have 2 more. We might have 1 more. Sorry, Harrison.
No, we're good. Let's take 2 more.
I just got to get my boy Wasim.
Oh, Wasim's got to get it.
Yeah.
Let the Notre Dame hype begin, he says, by the way. Uh-oh, Ethan.
This is Ethan. There he is.
Hello?
Ethan, what's up? Can you hear me?
Is this Harrison?
I got you.
Harrison, it's Phil, man, from Chi-Town. How you doing, bud?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. I didn't call in, but hey, if you call me, it's all good. There's a lot I got to talk about.
We got you. What do you got for me?
Hey, you know, a couple things I was going to say. You know, thanks so much for being such a Bears fan. Are you planning on coming up, for a Bears game or a pregame sometime?
So
in
we
the
do
near
all
future?
we do all these watch parties. So my idea is, and I probably would have done it this summer if we didn't, if my wife and I didn't just have a baby. I want to do like a meet and greet next summer, maybe go to a game at Wrigley or something like that. So
That would be awesome.
Trying to make that happen. So anybody interested out there listening, we're gonna try and put that in motion sometime in the spring. But that's the hope. That's the hope.
Okay. And then since while I have you on the line, I tell you, I am so optimistic about this team, this organization heading in the right direction. The first time in 30 years, and I've been a Bears fan since the 1970s.
Wow.
Okay. I do like the direction Poles has us going in. I'm kind of conflicted with the recent things. You know, Poles is looking into, the running back from Indianapolis, and then Jones from Kansas City.
So Jones. Let me just cut you off real quick. Poles hopped on radio today with Joniak and dismissed both of those reports.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
He said from day one he was going to build through the draft.
Yeah.
And
the
that's
Taylor
exactly
thing
what
never
he's doing.
made sense to me. I could almost believe the Jones one because he was in that organization and has seen him up close, and it's such a vital position. But Taylor never made sense.
No, it did not with the running back group that we have. But and he'd be commanding $30 million
Chris
dollars
Jones
a year.
Yeah, that's the thing
What
with
do we
Jones.
have?
You're
We
gonna have to pay
number
him.
one. If Justin Fields pans out this year, which we all hope he does,
Yeah, you got to pay him.
we're looking at a $250 million contract
Yeah.
extension.
Yep. I think you got to play this year out with, for the most part, what you got. I mean, I think they're going to do some shuffling after cutdown day, I'm sure, with the 53, a couple spots here and there. But I think you're mostly set, at least to start the year, and then you go from there, obviously.
God, I'm such a diehard, and I saw the opening drive in the offense. I was like, okay. I did not like what the Bills did against the Bears defense starters. I just
couldn't get off the field on third down. Frustrating.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, it's preseason. It is. What are we gonna do come regular season? Oh,
yeah.
It is what it is. No.
I mean, in 15 days it's go time, man. And you're not playing the Bills week 1. You're playing the Packers without Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Like, you got to be ready to go. So.
And I was at that game, Harrison. I was at that game. I own you. So
I know.
If anyone wants to beat the Packers more than I do, it's gonna be hard to find them.
I know, man. Well, appreciate you hopping on, man. Great talking to you, and
you too, Harrison.
We'll see you throughout the
it's
season.
My pleasure. You're my brother. Hey, keep in touch, and just remember me. Still from Chicago.
We got you, man. Appreciate that.
All right.
Thanks,
You have a great evening.
Shout out to a real one hopping on the show. Let's who's the last one?
We're gonna close it out with Wasim.
Oh yeah, Wasim.
This is the final call, no matter what.
Wasim Khan hopping in here. Love it. Hello.
Hello, hey Harrison, hey Raleigh.
Is this Wasim?
It is.
Let's go.
Wasim.
What's up, man? What do you got for us?
What's up, guys? Hey, listen, just knowing the way Poles works nowadays, I think Gipson's as good as gone. Because anytime someone starts demanding a trade, that's never a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point, and we know Poles values draft picks. So he might just say, look, even if you've outplayed a guy like Rasheem Green, I'll just keep Green as my 4th or 5th guy, and we'll just take the draft pick. So
that and Lewis is doing really well. So
yeah, Lewis is ahead of Gipson. I think that's pretty set there. So the only question is if you don't get a trade offer, do you keep him or do you cut him? I think I keep him at that point because he's outperformed a couple other guys.
Yeah, you keep him for sure if he doesn't get any good draft offers. But I think he really helped his stock today with that performance.
I would think someone out there would throw a 6th for him. I mean, this is a guy that had 7 sacks a couple years ago. Even last year in a disappointing year, he had 3 sacks. I mean, that's worthy of a late-round pick as a rotation guy.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. Well, have a great weekend and enjoy.
Bear down,
and
brother.
you guys are awesome. I love watching you guys whenever
Well,
I get a chance.
Rolly and I get fired up when we see you in the chat.
Appreciate you, Wasim. You're one of my favorites. I know I'm not supposed to play favorites, but I do.
Yeah, we absolutely do.
All right, Willie, thank you, buddy.
All right, there he goes. Wasim,
All right, guys.
one of
Take
the
care.
realists
Bye-bye.
here at Chat Sports as a whole, really, not just Bears Now. So
Yeah, I mean, that was electric, Harrison.
that was fun. I think we'll do this during the season.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, even just as the producer. I'm not really speaking to you guys, but I thought it was a very cool idea. I know you guys have done this in the past with Jack Lotteray, boo, as the producer, but I will put my stamp of approval, even though it means
I think it'd be
inside the
fun to
Chat
do on
Sports
some
office.
Thursday streams. Get like
Yeah?
one key to victory for the upcoming game.
Yeah, oh my
Quick
God, my hair is
thoughts.
a mess today, fellas. What is going on?
Well, it's been sloppy, Ian.
It's been sloppy. You know,
Well, and it's about to get sloppy.
I know, but like I'm looking at myself, Harrison, and when I go like this, it looks like I'm balding, but like I'm not. I got a good, nice hairline here.
Well, that's the sacrifice. You lose 50 pounds and the hair goes away. That's
Is that a thing?
Nah, I'm just kidding. That's not a thing.
His hair is brutal, fellas.
All right, you want to knock this out? Do you want to come up here?
Yeah, I'll do up there. Ethan says I like the call-in segment. Maybe we'll keep it going.
Yeah,
throughout
I
the
think
year.
I think we probably will. It's a good time. We might work it into some midweek live streams as well. So
The only problem is that it is a bitch to set up for me personally.
So it is.
We almost had shambles this morning.
Well, now
but
that
we're
you've
here and
done
we gotta
it,
do
could you do it faster the next time?
Probably. I did get a lot of help from Sam, but I took a nice little mental image of everything that went down. I think I'd be able to get it done.
Okay. Well, we'll try to make that work in the future. So if you guys want to get any last-minute super chats in, now is the time. $10 super chats. We're taking shots. I got to take a shot for 100 likes. Rolly's going to go clear the system a little bit. Quick piss before we chug. $10. Oh, with Rolly gone, we'll play the game. Every $5 while Rolly is gone is a shot he has to take. He went to go to the restroom, so every $5 while he's gone, he's got to take a shot. And then we're gonna race here. This is mine. This is Rolly's. This is pretty even here. Oh man, this is gonna be a challenge. This is gonna be a challenge. When Rolly gets back, get the FGBs going while Rolly is gone. FGB, FGB, FGB. Let's go. We're on to Green Bay, even though they're coming to town. We're on to the Packers. Preseason is over. Let's get it. Let's get it. Did you do the boot? I did do the boot. We emptied her out, Wasim. If you scroll back on our live watch party stream, you'll see it. We knocked it out. Sealand says, love you. Hey, round of applause to Sealand today. I mean, unbelievable performance from the young man. Unbelievable performance. That's awesome. Shout out Sealand. Shout out Wasim. Shout out Will from earlier. Corbin, everybody else hanging out. Been a good day here at Bears Now. Been a very, very good day. Good time. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. If you can't have fun in the preseason, then it's going to be a long year. Gonna be a long year. Navy and Notre Dame. Oh, Navy on the board with the field goal, 42-3. All right, there's Rolly. Looks like Rolly dodged a bullet. All right, here we go. Well,
How did we sync it up? Good?
I think it's pretty even,
Pretty
dude.
good.
All right. R for Rolly, H for Harrison. This might be a multi-parter for me.
Can I be honest? I've never done it out of this before.
You want to just take a sip just to kind of get, like... It's okay. They do come with straws. Check that bottom shelf over there. Are you sure? Yeah, Wasim's still kicking. Wasim's still kicking. I think they're in that bottom shelf on the Super Chat stuff. Check in there. This is going to be a battle. This is going to be a battle. Undrafted said, didn't hear about the Robert Quinn arrest. Yeah, that was sad to see. That was tough to see. All right, here we roll. Let's. All right, let's go. Beep. We going straws at first, at least?
I might draw it the entire time.
All right.
We're going to look.
Different chug here.
A little sucky, I guess.
Okay. H for Harrison, R for Roley, and then we're getting out of here.
This is going to be a disaster.
3, 2, 1, go.
I think going the other way would have been better, guys.
We can switch. Yeah, boy.
Oh my God! By the way, what is this bullshit?
Yeah, Navy's on the board.
Navy kicks a field goal 31 yards away with 3 minutes left in the game. What the fuck? Go score a touchdown.
All right. I'm going the other way to finish.
Under was never.
What was it at? 48?
It was at 47.
Watch Notre Dame house this kick.
If they score a touchdown with 3 minutes left, that would be.
All right. I just got to get this done.
My stomach's struggling.
Well, Roley. Well, good stuff. Good stream today.
2 takeaways. And I left down all Rolly Nation out there.
2 takeaways.
1, that sucked. Second takeaway, mistake with the straw.
Yeah.
Thought it was a good move. Absolutely mistake. Horrible decision.
This is a rare case where it's a sprint, not a marathon.
Absolutely. Trying to marathon that, bad idea.
Bad move.
I think that's more. You wouldn't think this is more than a boot. It fucking was.
Yeah, it was.
It absolutely was.
It holds 5 beers, and it was well over halfway. It was 75% full.
Yeah.
That was tough. Safe to say it's time to sign off. Appreciate everybody who tuned into our watch party and to our post-game show. If you super chatted, you're a real one. If you were just here, you're a real one. Like, comment, subscribe. That's the formula to keep us growing. And then the super chats are just the cherries on top. Any final words, Rolly? Really good stuff today.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun. It's unfortunate we have to wait 2 weeks till week 1 against the Green Bay Packers.
Fantasy.
Yes, we should.
Join us Monday.
To Monday's stream, we are going to be opening the spots for Venmos or Cash
Venmo and
App
Cash
only.
App to start. If not many people have it, we'll open it up to super chats.
$50. Join our fantasy football league. We are hopefully doing 2 of them. One that
I'll
Harrison
commission
will commission, one that I will commission. We will have the entire season player out. We'll do a draft maybe on stream later on in the week. And then we will have the winner from each league play each other in week 17 of the season to crown an overall Bears Now champion.
And we'll have a trophy.
I could not.
I've already been looking into some trophies.
I could not be more excited for this. I think this is one of the most cool things we've done here at Chat Sports to give back to
Will
some of
says
our
he won in.
viewers.
So Will
tune in
Monday, 4 Eastern, 3 Central, I will put out a community post on the channel, so subscribe, and more to come.
Man, I could not be more excited for that. So make sure you tune in Monday so we can get the ground rolling.
Bear down. Bears lose 24-21. We'll see you guys soon.